Right, amazing people, beautiful people. What I'm going to do in this training, we were just made aware early on Saturday morning, July 27th, that people would need to make a purchase of at least one $50 bid package by Monday, July the 29th, in order to make sure that they are not deleted as being active from the system. I know that we all thought that we would be active as long as we were bidding, and many of those that follow us did not come aboard until sometime in April or May. And so the thinking was, as long as you bid, you were going to be active. All right. That does not seem to be the case at this point. And so um, I want to make sure that if you choose to make a purchase, that you know how to. Okay. All right. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to take you through setting up MetaMask. Now, I know there's a lot of different wallets that people can use. I don't use a lot of different wallets, and I only provide support on a MetaMask. Not that I'm a MetaMask guru, but that's what I have been using for my own NFT. All right. So I'm going to put this on Brave. All right. So I'm going to go to metamask.io. And ultimately, I'm going to show you what I would do if I were you, um, in order to make a purchase. Okay. So I'm doing this on Brave, and I believe that NFT suggests that you use Google Chrome, but I already have MetaMask on Google Chrome. I already have an account that's active. I want to take you from A to Z here. So I'm going to download to Brave. I'm going to add to Brave. Left click, add extension. Left click. It's thinking right here. It's doing my download up here. Going to left click on that, and there we go. Now we're going to have MetaMask. I want to go up here to this little puzzle piece, left click. I want to make sure this is pinned to the top, left click. And there we see the MetaMask logo. Okay. I'm going to agree. I'm going to create a new wallet if I was a newbie. Okay. I'm good with this. I got no problem with this. We'll use it. Feel free to read this stuff here. All right. Agree. All right. I'm going to put a password. And this is the password. You don't want to use this password, the same password you use in some of your other online stuff. Okay. So I would use a different password. Certainly make a note of it, because MetaMask is not going to be able to retrieve your password. All right. So I'm creating the wallet, securing the wallet. And so what I'm doing here is I want to make sure you have your wallet set up, one, and that you have the USDT asset that you'll need to make your purchase of bids. All right. Um, Okay, so now what I'm doing right now, I don't ever want you to do. I'm showing the 12 word recovery phrase. This is the combination to your safe. I'm only doing this because I'm doing this for training. I'm not going to use this account. I'm going to delete it as soon as this training is over. All right, but you would make a note. You really want to write this down offline. You want to keep it in multiple places, because this is the key or the combination to your safe. So give me just a moment. I'm going to refer back to that in just a moment, okay? Next. All right, so here's why I'm referring back to now. I'm going to confirm the secret recovery phrase. So what you would have done on your end is you would have written this down, okay? So what I'm doing on my end, and I'm just pulling this back up again, I would never, do not do this, okay? What I'm doing now, I'm just doing this for quick training purposes. So number 3 is hammer. Number 4 is erosion. What they're asking me for are the 12 words. All right, or some of the 12 words, awful. So number 8, what's the number 8 word? Awful. And I click confirm. And I click got it. Next. Done. Enable. Okay. So now, when I first come into the MetaMask, I'm on what they call the Ethereum mainnet, top left-hand corner. I want to left click. I want to add network, left click. I want Polygon mainnet. And I'm going to left click on add. I'm going to approve this. I'm going to switch to Polygon mainnet. And then got it. Okay. So now I've got Matic. What is Matic? Matic is the fuel that drives all transactions in the Polygon universe on MetaMask. Okay, so you'll often hear referred to as gas fees. Gas fees are just it's the fuel. It's the covers the transaction fees. So everybody's going to need a little bit of Matic. You don't need a lot, but everybody's going to need a few dollars worth of Matic. The other thing is you need to now import tokens. Left click here. We want USDT. Okay, we want Tether. So you see that was not down here. So see this? It's just got Matic. USDT is tied to the dollar. All right, 1-for-1 with the dollar. It's also referred to as a stable coin. And it's also called Tether. So I'm going to import tokens. Left click. I'm going to type in USDT. You see the Tether USDT? You see that? All right. And I want you to notice something that Polygon has this little, I don't know, this little link or little paper clip thingy here. Okay. That's how you'll differentiate USDT on the Polygon network from USDT on other networks. Okay. USDT, it can be confusing because there's different types of USDTs, meaning USDT on the Polygon network, which is what we're using for NFT, or the USDT on the Tron network, also known as TRC20, okay, so on and so forth. So we're going to left click here. We're going to click next, and we're going to click import. Okay, so now you've got Matic and you've got USDT, all right? So what you're going to need is you're going to need a little bit of Matic, just a few dollars worth of Matic, $5, $6, $7 worth of Matic, okay? I would have you to do USDT. I would have you to have at least, well, you need Matic first, okay? Because all transactions on Polygon are going to require some Matic for the gas fees, for the fuel, okay? For the transaction fees. If you hear me say gas fees, fuel, transaction, I'm saying the same thing, okay? All right. So you need to get some Matic. And then once you get some Matic, you can transfer or swap some Matic for USDT. So let me show you this. So click where it says buy Matic. Now I'm actually speaking to those of you that don't already have cryptocurrency or you don't know how to convert cryptocurrency. Okay. All right. So here, I don't believe you need $100 worth of Matic. Okay. What do we need? Let's call it $5 worth of Matic. And let's call it, I want to have a little cushion when it comes to the USDT. Let's call it about $52 worth of the USDT. So $5, I'll bump that up. I'll say $8 for Matic, $52 for USDT. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put in a $60 purchase. Okay. All right. And with Matic. Now, once you have the $60 worth of Matic, and you can see here, you've got, depending on where you are in the world, all right, you'll have some options. Now, this may not work for every place in the world. All right. I don't know who this works for or who it doesn't. Okay. I know that with our community, we have been espousing we've been espousing MetaMask. All right, you may need to go YouTube it. All right, for whatever locale that you are in. All right, so let's say I want to make a purchase. Usually, a debit card purchase is going to go through much quicker than a credit card. Okay, all right, and so you choose one of these here. Let's say I go with Banksa. Since with my $60, I get $58.93 worth of Matic. So I'll click here. I need to connect my MetaMask wallet. Okay, so I've connected my MetaMask wallet. I go here to Banksa. Now this is where you are now going to have to. All right, so give me a moment here. All right, this is where you're going to have to do some KYC. All right, know your customer information. All right, now listen, don't get frustrated because sometimes it takes a few times to get the what they want in terms of the photo ID. Okay, so let's see here. Yes, I would like. Da, da, da. So you'd be putting in your email address. You'd be putting in your country of residence. I'm not going to do that on screen. All right. I just want to show you how to get that done. All right. Now what I'm going to do, okay, is with my daughter's account, we're going to go in and we're going to make a purchase of bids. All right. So give me just a moment here. Okay, so folks, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into my daughter's account and so that she can make a purchase of at least $50 so that she's gonna continue to be able to bid and she's not gonna lose a frozen balance. She's got a frozen balance right now of 1,553.71. All right, so I would far prefer to make a $50 purchase um, than for her not to make that $50 purchase and then she loses this entire account and it loses the frozen total. All right. Uh, with what appears to be a mandate. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to metamask.io. I'm going into the portfolio. This is of her account. And I want to see how much USDT she has. All right, she doesn't have enough USDT in this particular account to make a $50 purchase. She's got $25.55. Okay. Um, she's got a little bit of Matic here. All right, and she's got a few other assets. Not a lot, but I tell you what I'm going to do. I want to show you if you did um, make a purchase of Matic. So I just showed you a few moments ago how you could go through the process by Somatic. Um, but you need to make your purchase in the NFT with the USDT on the Polygon network. So that's what we were just setting up when I was back over here at Brave. And, when we set this up over here, okay. All right. So now what I just showed you is, okay, so let's say you went through and you bought some Matic, you bought maybe $60 worth of Matic. Okay. All right. Now you don't get all $60 coming to you. Um, maybe it was like 58, $59 or something like that. Something like that. Okay. All right. Now, let's say you have the Matic, but you still now need to swap the Matic for USDT. And that's where this feature right here comes in to play. Okay. So I want to show you this on my daughter's account. So my daughter's MetaMask, she's got some USDT, not enough. She does have some Matic. She's got $14.51 worth of Matic. She doesn't really need that. So I'm going to show you how to do this. All right. So I'm going to swap inside of MetaMask some Matic for USDT. All right. So let's say I'm going to swap. I'm going to swap $7 worth. So what I would do is I would simply come up to where it says swap. Okay. I'm in her account. I'm swapping from Matic. I'm going to swap. This is actually quoting in Matic itself. So I've got 28.10 Matic, which represents $14 and some change. Let's swap 10 Matic. All right. So that's $5.16 worth. I'll take this up. Say 12. All right. So I'm going to swap 12 Matic. Okay. $6.19 worth to what? To, I'm going to put it in here, USDT. Okay. All right. Now, before I do this, I want you to see. I want you to see, before I do the swap, I've got 1451 in Matic. Give me just a moment. In US dollar terms. Okay. And I've got 2555 in USDT in US dollar terms. Okay. All right. So I'm going to swap just a little bit of Matic for right now, just to show you how to do it. All right. And I'm going to go on and get quotes. So this is telling me that I'm swapping $6.20 worth. I'm going to get $6.13 worth of USDT. All right. You got that? And I'm going to click swap. It's going to bring up my MetaMask. And I'm going to confirm. Okay, so that is confirmed. I'm now going to refresh my screen. I do everything on the computer, by the way. I don't do stuff on the phone, so it will look different on the phone. May need to consult YouTube for that. All right, so now you can see that I've got more USDT. I started off before the swap with $25.55 worth of. Now I've got $31.64 worth of. Still not enough to buy a bid package, but I wanted to show you how to do the swap. Okay. All right. Now, so the next thing I'm going to do is I've got USDT on the Polygon network in my Exodus wallet. But I tell you, let me do this. Let me do this. Let me stop this particular part of the video because for some of you that might be all you needed to see. All right. So I'm going to do a module number 2 here. And in module number 2, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send some USDT on the Polygon network into my MetaMask because I have some USDT on the Polygon network in my Exodus account. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And then we're going to make a purchase to satisfy the mandate. All right. We'll be back in module number 2.